take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate.
Right.
It's our country, our democracy.
That's right, T.D. We're glad you're here, buddy. We are indeed good.
We can't afford
All right. Let's get on with this stuff, man.
democracy.
We need your full attention is what we need, baby.
If we do
Need your heart in it.
nothing, our hope
Oh, man.
floats away. Get up off of that
There we go.
thing
Get up off that thing, baby. It's Blue Dot family meeting time.
when it's
So you got it. That's right, baby. That's our main objective. That's the whole idea of this show. To make sure that we're ready, baby. Every time there's a ballot out there, if you want your election to be true, put a dominion. What was? I forgot what he said. Anyway, it is Sunday, baby. I hope y'all are having a great day. Dorothy Tyndall was the first one to jump in, followed by Jan Beats. Thank you very much. Bart Larson's here. That smart-ass squad. Martha's in here, so y'all keep on your P's and Q's. Anyway, Nancy Halverson's here. Randy Peterson. It is pretty good weather, ain't it, Pig? Pretty nice today. Wait a few days. It'll change. Got the barbecue pit lit and all that shit. RVW King, thank you for being here. Jess Coggins, Gregory Walker, thank you. Let me see. Ohio Dad 70, Joe. I hope you're doing fine, Steve. I hope the family's strong up there, baby. Bruce Preston is here. Debbie Marie. Let me see. Gene Prim is here. Pat Hunter. Hell, we got the whole group. BW's here. Carol Lowe. Mark Perkins is here. Irish Yazelle still rocking that t-shirt, baby. Mitch Goldstein. A wise man indeed. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Let me get on down here. I'll just get lost in the chat. Oh, I'm missing so much shit. Anyway, it is another day in America. How y'all feeling today? Shit. I told y'all, I mentioned in my video earlier, my wife's a little nervous down here, and until they catch that guy that shot them people up by Cleveland, she's going to be nervous because this is an area from, if you're going from the Houston area to Mexico, yeah, this is the area you're going to come through. And no, I don't think he's coming here. I'm not that fearful, but it makes you uneasy. And if that wasn't enough, we had another shooting last night. 2 dead, 14 wounded. Just come in, start shooting. Don't matter. It's just another day in America, baby. It's another day in Second Amendment America. And I said earlier, the Second Amendment supersedes anything in the Constitution. Anything, from the first words all the way to the last word. Everything in there can be canceled out by the Second Amendment, baby. You piss the wrong person off. That's it. Your rights don't mean shit. It was a sad day that we can't get this under control somehow. Day after day, shooting after shooting, it doesn't matter. Our politicians will sit up there and talk about everything. Right now, the budgets, the debt increase. Oh, we're going to all hold hostage to that while they ruin our freaking credit around the world. I'm pissed. Anyway, on a side note, I'm sorry I missed Beer Butt Friday. I don't often do that. Turned into a hell of a day. So did Saturday. So what are you going to do? But today's the day. And on another note, before I get on with everybody, I want to let all of our Patreon members know, one, thank you very much for being supportive to this show, but also to let you know, go by the Patreon page, baby. There is a new video up in the Patreon page. Just for Patreon members, it's no breaking news or anything. It's just personal stuff and a message of thanks to our Patreon members. Bernadette, how are you, darling?
What?
What?
Hi.
Hi, Bernie.
Today I'm doing okay, but excuse me.
What?
We're getting rain on
Oh,
Tuesday.
well, that's
Yeah,
Tuesday. But
I
today
know.
the sun is shining and the
We
bluebirds are abundant, right?
well, today was misty and cold, but this is okay. I'm gonna take the rain because I have a couple of little small
Hey,
piles that I need to burn, and so I'm gonna get that out of the way while it's damp around here, and I can do that still.
well, good. Always something
Yeah,
to do even on a gloomy day.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
Miss your chick, how are you, darling?
I'm good, John.
Oh,
And
that's good.
before we get into all the bad stuff,
All the bad stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to remind Kentucky and Tennessee, or I'm sorry, Pennsylvania, of your upcoming primaries.
You got
The
primary
16th,
starting when
the
tomorrow,
16th.
the
No, the
16th of this month.
16th. Yeah.
That's the whole game, baby, is in the vote. Everything
Yep.
is in the vote, so that's what we have to do. And also want to welcome Mitch Goldstein. Mitch, how's the family, brother? You're on, there. You go.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, not much. It's Sunday, buddy. You know,
No shit.
hang around,
No.
visit with the family, discuss all the issues of the day. You know, that kind of stuff. But before we
Yeah.
do get in there, before we get everything going up, it's right here in my hand. I got mail. I forgot. I got mail from Judy in Ohio. You recognize her in the chat. She is Cow Baby. And I got a card from her. It's a beautiful little card. It said, "Good friends are like stars. You can't always see them, but you know they're there. And thank you for being a shining star in my life." Cow Baby, Judy from Ohio, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate it so much. Made me smile when I opened the door and there was an envelope in there. Boy, howdy. Doesn't happen
Right on.
very often nowadays, but I was happy to get it. Anyway, so what's going on besides mass shootings every day? You know, it's America, baby.
Ah,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
First, I want to say there is something that we can do because this is all out of control. We have the power to do something about this, and that's vote. People vote.
Not only
Yes.
vote,
Vote
but
locally because this is what matters. These laws are being changed on a local level, and it affects you. Vote.
every state, every state. Whether we're
Yes.
talking about gun laws or abortion, now the battle is in the
Yes.
states, baby. And you see how some of them are going. And most of them, Florida and all that, you strap a gun on, put it in your belt. There ain't nobody can say
Oh,
nothing. Just
Florida.
walk around.
Florida has simply lost their fucking
Oh,
minds, and I got something to say about that later, and we'll get into that. It has a lot to do with voter suppression and Ron DeShitstain.
Ron the shit stain. He's taking it right now. I mean, you know,
Yes, good,
I'm good to see. I'm glad to see it. I want to see him
good.
punched every damn day in the news. He's gone off the deep end with his shit, and he's gonna.
Yeah, and where does he go? He goes off to Israel to
Yeah.
raise money for
Well,
his campaign
he's trying to
and
bolster.
ignore his own state when it needs
Yeah,
him to do some
Florida. He's
shit.
got that wrapped up, baby. He's worried about a worldview
Yeah.
and national politics. He's not worried about Florida anymore.
But
He's got that
he's
around his
actually
finger.
signing
Oh,
bills while
oh,
he's
oh, you
away.
guys. Oh, you
That's
guys.
that's not right.
He's up to so much more nefarious shit than
Oh.
that.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
think he stands a chance on the national? Well,
Hell no.
no.
Hell
Donnie
no.
Boy is still up there. He's still in the lead. Who was it? Somebody else.
John,
Ha.
he's an anomaly. Okay, these people are
Yeah.
stuck on stupid, and they're
A
following
a pretty
stupid all
good
the way to
portion of
hell.
our
So,
country are
yeah.
stuck on stupid. They're bound themselves
Yes.
to him, and I don't know how they're going to get away from him. Because we know shit's going to hit the
They're
fan
not.
on him.
They're
pretty
not
soon.
going to. They're
We're not
not
going to
going
worry
to.
about them.
Look, they still
No.
run around calling his stupid ass Mr. President, and he
Yeah.
eats every minute of that, and he takes every dime from them. He has some diehard fans out there. They're worse than deadheads. Okay.
Did y'all?
And our focus has to be on making sure that everybody that's out there that wants to vote can vote.
And
And
you
we have
want
to
to
help.
vote.
He is making it damn near impossible for that to happen
I
in
know.
Florida. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's the name of
I
the
do
game
wanna
with
talk about-
Republicans right now. Suppress the vote. Not only in Florida,
Absolutely.
but across the nation. That's the name of the game. Try to
Absolutely.
keep people
That's
from
the
voting.
name of the game.
You know,
And
so
if you're in Florida and you're registered to vote, you keep an eye on that shit because he, what he's doing down there, and he was waiting for the legislature to come back while he was out of the country, and say that it's okay for him to run for president while still
yeah,
maintaining
nothing like
the office
changing the
of
rules
governor.
just for him.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah, that's
that
exactly what it
bill,
was.
that bill that changes the rules for him also changes the rules of how people can go about getting registered in Florida. And what they're really doing is clamping down on the third party organizations that go out and register people to vote and making it's a fear tactic, okay? There,
Yep.
the fine
Yeah.
for not completing or having misinformation, which is totally possible when you're signing somebody up to register to vote,
Indeed.
falls on the third party organization. They will be fined $250,000 for every registration that comes in wrong, and that's just simply wrong because there's a lot of people of minorities that register through these organizations. Just like there's, you can't pass out water or give somebody a chair or give them an umbrella or shade them or anything in line while you're
Don't even nod
waiting to
at
vote
them. Don't
for
look
the
at
next
them.
10 hours, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
They've lost their Ron DeSantis and the Republican legislature down there have lost their fucking minds. They're doing everything they can to stop people from voting. Okay, so if you're in Florida, you need to check your shit. You need to check it
No matter where you
often.
are, in every
Yeah.
state, because they've been
Yeah.
changing laws, and you
Yes,
need to
and
make sure
everything that
there's
happens in
18
Florida,
months.
it's like wildfire. It spreads to all these other
Yeah.
Republican-led states.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right now, we're looking at the Senate map. There are two races we know are in question. Joe Montana and uh,
Mansion.
Joe Manchin in West
Yes.
Virginia and Tesla in Montana. Both of them, and the one in West Virginia, I think Jim Justice, the governor there, who
The
used to be
governor is running
used to
for
be
Senate.
a Democrat, who switched to Republican, and he's going to
Yes.
be running. So they
Yes.
could take that seat.
Yeah, and he's a very popular governor there
Yes, he is.
in West Virginia.
Yeah.
It's scary as hell, y'all. We need to get out the vote.
It
We
is.
Well,
need
and
It
to
is.
vote.
The
I don't
Arizona.
want to retain the White
Democratic-
House and lose the Senate.
Yes,
That sets
That
us
would
up
be
for a very bad.
devastating.
Yes.
Devastating.
Yeah, because the Republicans would use the Senate to bash him, just like they're using the House right now.
Oh well,
To
they
bash
would
him as
they
much
would
as they
shut
can.
Joe down. They would shut him down, and he would get nothing done in his last 2 years. Nothing.
No.
We cannot let that happen to him.
And that's
because he's
the
already
game plan
done
of the
so much.
Republicans. Do nothing. Let nothing
Absolutely.
get done. Make sure America suffers as much as we can let it suffer, so we can claim that they have the solutions for all our woes.
Well, the
They're
cruelty is the
doing-
point.
They're doing what the Confederates tried to do before the Civil War, and that's to
Absolutely.
take over all state type control so that they can take over federal control by
Absolutely.
taking over all the state.
Have a constitutional convention.
Oh, Missy Chick, be careful because now you're spreading history, which could
Uh-oh.
lead
We'll
you
be doing that shit
into
around
a
here.
whole lot of trouble. Be careful, okay?
I
Because
hope we're
they-
not
They
broadcasting in
did-
certainly
Florida.
don't want to hurt anybody's feelings,
Oh,
okay?
No.
Well, did y'all see the correspondence dinner last night?
This was
I bet
fun.
you. I did
This the
indeed.
good
But I
part.
did watch Biden.
I
It was
watched
great.
every freaking minute of it. Enjoyed it too.
Yes,
I think Roy Wood Jr. did a damn good job,
he did.
and I
he
think
did.
Joe Biden did a damn good job.
Go dark, Brandon.
Go dark, Brandon. You being mighty quiet over there, Mitch. Did you see the correspondence dinner?
No, I did not.
Oh, you missed a good
Oh,
one.
dude,
I was
it's on
watching,
YouTube.
probably watching
You can catch it.
basketball. No, actually, this was last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went out last night. We saw
Oh.
Guy Davis. He's
Well,
quite a folk singer.
Oh.
So we were doing the folk singer thing last night.
Yeah.
You know, I needed to hear about a little peace and a little justice, and
Yeah?
little blues and a little banjo. Yeah,
Made you
that's how
feel
you do
good?
it.
Good. Good. A night
You
out
know,
always means sitting around watching TV.
yeah, while the world just burns and we just listen to people play
Yeah.
the guitar, and that's how it is.
Chill
Man.
out. Well, I'm glad. The whole family? Zach, everybody?
Nah,
Julie?
my no, myself and one of my colleagues
Ah,
that I've worked with, I guess since since I moved here, so almost 20 years I've known Bob.
damn. Bob.
He's a guitarist. Yeah, my friend Bob.
Ah. You haven't
Nice
noticed
guy.
that's my favorite go-to name for anybody.
Everybody's named Bob.
Everybody's named
Everybody.
Bob.
Everybody named Bob.
Everybody's
Hey, Bob.
named Bob. But, well, that's good that
Jim
y'all
Bob.
got to go out, enjoy the nightlife,
Unless their name is Jim Bob.
Or Billy Bob.
or Billy Bob.
Yeah.
So
always a
there's
Bob in there.
somewhere. I used it today in my rant when I was talking about back. I was trying to think, and I could not think of a name that somebody would have in the 17th century, 18th century, when our country was founded. You know, when our what? Who? Give me a hint.
When George Washington was president, or
George.
Right.
I just didn't think of George.
when
Alexander.
John Adams was president.
John.
or
It was
when
right there on
Thomas
the tip of my tongue. No, I
That's
went
it.
with Bob.
Or Jimmy Madison.
You know why I go with Bob? One simple reason, really. It's honest God truth. It stuck in my head from years ago. If anybody is familiar with, now this is an offbeat, remind me to get back where his story was. The Cheech and Chong album, their first Big Bamboo, there's a defendant on trial there, and the judge is trying to, or no, I'm sorry, it's a game show. It's a game show. This guy's on game show. And they ask him, Bob, for the final question and all the money, Bob, what is your name? This stoner, he's sitting there going, oh, shit. And the guy's going, come on, Bob. It starts with B, Bob. It ends with a B, Bob. Come on. Nope, I didn't get it. Sorry, Bob, you lose. It's stuck in my head forever. But no, you didn't see when the Constitution was written, they didn't imagine some colonial guy going to load his musket up and running down to the schoolyard to shoot all the kids. It wasn't a thing back then. It is
no.
now, though. And he doesn't have to stop to load. He's got an AR, baby.
20 to 30 shots.
Yeah. Put a bump stock on there. How fast can you go? And you know, we've outlawed bump stock. We've done a lot of things, but you can always circumvent shit in this day and age of the internet and World Wide Web, baby. If you want something bad enough, you'll get it, and they getting it. And it concerns us. It should concern every one of us.
We're approaching 500 million guns in America.
What can go wrong? You know, and I keep
500 million.
just that number, Mitch. Just that number. I know we can't stop everything, but we could do a buyback and get some of them off the fucking.
Yep.
We could get some of them. You ain't gonna get all of them.
Not until we stop electing Republicans, we won't.
Well, the state of Washington just banned assault rifles. And,
Yes, they did.
And if you already have one, they're not trying to take your rifle away. They just banned the sale of future
they
assault
if
rifles.
you already have one.
There are
Oh, good.
things
So-
that we can do.
Well,
There
but
are things-
that's a partial solution.
Yeah, because
right?
you can drive across straight lines.
Yes, it is. But you know what? I would take a partial solution at this point.
That's where we are.
Because what we got
They
now
made
is
it that way, yeah.
There's no solution, right?
Yeah,
And
we
you
could
know,
do something.
even Fox did a poll and found that 87% of people
Yes.
favor background checks, 81% favor 21 as a minimum age, 80% want mental health care checks on all buyers, 80% want flags for people that might be dangerous to themselves or others, and 77 want a 30-day waiting
So
period.
we have a
61
majority-
want assault weapons banned.
So we have a majority of Americans across the country, across political lines, all
Missy
wanting
J.
gun reform. But yet we can't get
Missy
it. And why
J.
is that? Because the gun lobbyists have more money.
Because
Missy
the
J.
gun lobbyists own the
They
representatives.
own them.
I'm going to warn you again about, because here you go, state facts and what? We're supposed to take that as true?
There you go with
Well, I
your
don't
facts
know.
again.
Unless Fox is pulling our leg again, because they always do that and lie. But those are high numbers in favor of things that they've been talking
Well,
against all
and
the time.
you could find those same numbers anywhere. Because
All
the
across the
majority of
country,
Americans,
man.
when asked, should we have stricter gun legislation, the answer is always yes. Because we see mass shootings every day. And what day is it going to come to your house, your job, your store, your church, your
Jesus.
school?
John, don't ask that question because it
Yeah,
could be today, it could
it
be
could be any
tomorrow.
day.
Yeah.
It could be any day. Yes, my wife's a little nervous. There's a guy with an AR walking around out here somewhere trying to get to Mexico. You know, it's
And he ain't that far.
no,
He
he's
ain't
not
that
that
far.
far. No, we see migrants all the time here walking. You know, you drive up and down
Well, they're-
666 here, and you'll see Border Patrol parked alongside the road. This is
Yeah,
a natural corridor right here. You know, it's
Well, But they'll have you be worried about drag queens reading poetry to
there's the
children.
danger.
Yeah.
See, that's what they always miss is the hidden dangers of society, and indeed, it's got to be drag queens. You know,
And abortion.
and abortion. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, because
And
your
books
little-
in
your
schools.
little-
I can't have none of them.
a
Well, you know,
7-week embryo is smaller than a grain of rice. But you go on
You
ahead.
don't even.
And you know they lie. Their material is a lie. They basically show a 3-month-old fetus and say, "Oh,
Fetus.
that's 6
That's
weeks
7
old."
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their lie.
The
Oh, it has fingers, it has toes, it farts. I mean, come
what
on. So
what difference does that? If they shoot that embryo with an AR-15, what is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the Second Amendment, dude.
That's
You
the
don't
Second
fuck with the
Amendment.
Second Amendment.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I mean.
I'm gonna ask a silly question for a friend. Is that double murder?
Yes, yes,
In
it
some
is. And in
states it
some
is.
places, it would be charged as that.
But
Okay.
the Constitution's pretty well settled that you are not a citizen of the United States
Until
unless
you're
you
born.
are born.
Unless till you're
Therefore
born.
not covered by the
And
laws.
so
of this-
far, no one has been able to hang a murder rap on an abortion, although they have been able to hang murder raps on killing a pregnant person.
That is not stopping them from passing those laws and getting them
Nothing.
on the book.
no law is going to stop abortion. It's going to make it
Let's-
illegal. Go back to the old days of, well, they'll meet you at the
John?
motel room or some
John?
shit. Yeah,
Even when abortion was illegal, women were still having
were still having it.
abortion.
Correct.
yes. It just put the
So-
mother in danger.
Yeah, because you know how well that worked for
Oh,
marijuana, right?
Yeah, that all
You know how
worked
well
out
that
just so
worked for
far.
marijuana.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? Everybody forgets. So let's have a quick history lesson. Okay?
All right, let's go.
Wait, hold a minute. If
All
you're
right,
giving
go
out
on.
history lessons, you could be charged with, spreading disinformation. I'm just putting
We're
out
just
the
Trying
warning
to,
there,
trying
okay?
to warn you of the pitfalls of real
Yes.
information there. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mitch.
All right. Now, here we are at the end of the 20th century, and Bill Clinton did his 2 years, and because of term limits, and I'm going to bring this up again, if it weren't for term limits, would you not agree, John Bradford, that Bill Clinton would have gotten a third term as
Oh,
president?
indeed. Yes, he was. Are you sure? Bulletproof, bud. The guy would have
Right.
went on to 30, but we don't allow that
Oh.
to happen.
That election was not conclusive. I still to this day, and we could probably all agree, that there was some shady business going on.
Indeed,
Again, in those red states, right? Those red
indeed, and the
states.
Supreme Court stepped in and made that decision, not the
Now,
American people.
that was the Supreme Court that made that decision was crafted by the Reagan-Bush 1 regime.
Mhm.
Okay, the first round of conservatives that disturbed and distorted. Now, I'm not even going to say liberal majority, but the majority that paid attention to precedent and jurisprudence.
Okay.
Last time it happened, when Bush and Reagan disturbed that court, now all of a sudden you started seeing the blocks falling. The first block was, I can't remember who it was, but it was, I guess, Bush v. Gore or Gore v. Bush. I can't remember which it was. But that was the first shoe to drop. And
Right.
then once Bush became president, there was a immediate, almost not immediately, but before the end of his first year of president, we had 9/11, and people just went fucking crazy.
And the world changed. Everything changed.
No. People went fucking crazy.
Mhm.
All right, and we ended up with the Patriot Act, and we ended up with more activist judges. And what was the next thing that happened? Citizens United.
There you go, baby.
Thanks
That's the
to
one.
Republicans for Citizens United. Also during that time was the collapse of the Voting Rights Act. The Voting Rights Act was a federal program that was put in place to keep states like Texas and Florida and Louisiana and Alabama,
Red.
Mississippi, all the red states from fucking over their own constituents by not allowing them to vote and doing all these shenanigans, which were under federal supervision under the Voting Rights Act. So they demolished that as well. Now we come to modern times and we see what happened to Roe v. Wade. Let me tell you what's supposed to happen. The idea of the Supreme Court is not to set precedent, but to enforce precedent and make precedent where there is none. And all of the three justices that Trump rammed onto the court all said the same thing, that they would not disturb the precedent of Roe v. Wade.
All three
And they did without hesitation. And the problem is there's no way to hold them accountable for that. Two of them never tried a case in an American courtroom prior to being a Supreme Court justice. Can you believe that?
It seems like, yeah.
That's like putting an idiot in charge of the House of Representatives
Hey, I
who
think
has
we've
no
already done
legislative
that one.
experience, or like putting some redneck hoe from rural Georgia in charge of anything and
Yeah.
make it. They made her Speaker pro tem.
What difference would it make? Because it's
Someone-
not about your knowledge or expertise. Evidently, it's
Nah.
just we got you in our pocket and we know what you're going to do.
And yet these Republican legislatures all across the country are screaming decorum, and
Yeah.
this chick don't know nothing about it.
You know,
Yeah.
you hit the nail on the head when you mentioned Citizens United.
Yeah.
Because that was the law.
That was it.
That's the one that
That was the
changed the
end.
whole ball game. And,
Right.
and just for your pure entertainment pleasure, just bear with me for a second, because for those of you who don't understand exactly what Citizens United does.
Whether you're an Iowa farmer or a Texas school teacher or a California
What?
doctor, we know you. We control you. We're Citizens United Airlines. At Citizens United, we fly hundreds of millions of dollars to thousands of destinations all across America every day. Citizens United is the airline that's all first class with no riffraff. Our flagship, the Spirit of Congress, has 535 seats that we fill just the way we like. And we'll keep on flying like this because, frankly, there's not a damn thing you can do about it. And remember, people who fly Citizens United do it anonymously. Come see why money talks and bullshit walks. Citizens United Airlines, rededicated to giving you the shaft we think you deserve. Come fly the corporate-friendly skies.
I like that. Anytime. Because that's what it is.
Wow.
That's what it is. It's a fucking airline. They stack the seats any way they want it. That's who's controlling our country, it seems like. It's corporate America. Fascism on its march, baby.
And they definitely have their tendrils into the
Yes.
Supreme Court.
Yes.
Yep.
And where does that leave this? Right now the
And
Republicans.
that, you know what, John,
Okay.
that brings
Yeah.
around the campaign to send postcards to the Supreme Court and tell John
Dare
Roberts
you say?
his court is illegitimate.
Dare you say that we should send a letter? You say?
I
To
say a
who?
postcard.
Well, postcard or a
Good.
letter, anything you want to do. Send that letter to Supreme Court of the United States, Chief Justice John Roberts, 1 First Street Northeast, Washington, D.C. 20543. This is one of those things that we can actually do. You want your voice heard, you want to feel like you're participating in this shit, that's an easy way to do it. The cost of a stamp. But the minute you mail it, you feel good about it.
But don't just stop there either.
No.
Send it to your representatives.
Send it to
and
your
senators.
governor, your congressman.
Everyone.
Hell, send it to everybody. Because you want to let them know, hey, I have a voice out here. And my voice matters. My vote matters. And believe me, just like we discussed the other day, you're going to get a response. You send a letter to a senator or congressman, you're going to get a response. May not be from them personally, but you will get a response from their office.
And if you don't want to send a letter or a postcard, I just put the numbers in for their telephone. You can send them a telephone call and leave a message, or perhaps talk to somebody in their office and leave a message.
The house,
Call them, let them know. Use your
Bernadette,
voice.
just put the address, the numbers in the chat.
I just did.
So
And there's convenient ways to do it on ResistBot. All sorts of things.
You guys know who goes with full goes.
there are a lot of ways that we can participate in this system. But you have to make that first effort. They just as soon you sit home and turn on the TV and just watch reruns of game shows or some shit. That's what they want you to do. Don't pay attention to that stuff outside. Let us bother with that. Trust us. We'll do a good job. Yeah. No. It's only by our watchful eyes and our desire for something better that moves the ball at all. And we can't let 2024 think that we're just going to slide through this shit. You know, the more we persecute his ass, the more it riles them up. So get ready, because they're going to come out of the woodwork to support his ass when he's indicted in Georgia. When Jack Smith comes out of Washington with charges. They're going to rally around him. But not enough to elect him, I don't think, but enough to harm this country.
Repacking.
Well,
The,
What was that? Oh, okay.
That wasn't. I don't know what that was.
Bart Larson signed 7 of them today.
Signed 7 petitions.
There you
He
go.
says he signs many petitions every day.
Get your
I
noise.
did.
I'd also keep this in mind to kind of finish out the whole historical thought. If not for term limits, Barack Hussein Obama would have gotten elected again.
In a landslide. And that's what pissed him off.
If not for Michelle, I would think she was his term limit.
You know,
she's like,
how
I'm done.
often I dream that woman would run.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
She is
Not
qualified.
gonna happen.
I know it ain't going to happen.
Not gonna
She
happen.
doesn't want it, but she is something that she could do wonders for this country, I think. Myself, I don't know.
She certainly
She's a
could.
very smart woman. You know.
Well, I also say that she's also one of the most deified or demonified people in modern politics, undeservedly.
Indeed.
But that's what it's all about. You know, it's about the
Hey.
color of your skin, man. That's all that matters.
Yes, what
Because if you got the wrong color,
We were-
you're already wrong.
we thought we were moving past this, but evidently no.
I think with the abortion issue, if she was to run, she'd galvanize this nation.
She has a way to speak. I
Yes,
love
she
to
does.
listen to her. Very articulate, very, very well spoken, very
Knows enough
smart.
about the job to know she don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's
She don't want to do that shit, and I don't blame her. I want her, but I don't blame her.
no, but we're
But
gonna.
I am very, very excited for these young political voices that are being raised up out of these
Oh, yeah.
red legislatures to a national level, because
Indeed.
they ain't stopping.
No.
I love the Justins, and I love Zoe too.
Yes,
And we need more
because
people
that's
like
what.
that.
Yes, to rally the troops, and that's exactly what they've done.
Yep.
With a
So-
lot of help from the Republicans. Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all keep doing you, okay?
Keep doing that shit. And I
Well, and they
think
keep
the abortion issue is
underestimating-
really going to be foremost
Yes.
in 24. This is going to
And
be an issue, baby.
And the gun issue too.
Yes. Well, I think the abortion issue is going to be top because, you know, the
Absolutely.
Second Amendment issue is basically split most Republicans and Democrats, you know, aren't going to see eye to eye on it. But
John,
abortion?
the kids don't like it.
No, they
The
don't.
kids
And you're
don't
right.
like it because they are living this shit
You're right
every
on that
day.
thing. The more this goes by every day, it is the young voters, the Gen Zs and all that coming up, that are going to make a difference in the Second Amendment issue later on. Indeed.
Yeah.
But the abortion
Yes,
issue,
sir.
the abortion issue is one that is not all Republicans are against abortion. They're
No.
split on that issue. So that fares well for our side. You were going to say,
Well,
Mitch? Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's look at Nebraska and South Carolina.
Indeed. Two
3
very red
Republican and 2
states.
Democratic senators who are women were very vocal
Yep.
about
yes,
that.
They were. Yes,
And
they
Yeah.
were.
here's another one in Nebraska. It was a completely different story. There was, they were trying to impose a 6-week ban on abortion.
Right.
An
Yep.
80-year-old Republican Senator Merv Reapy, I don't know how to
Yeah, I
pronounce
didn't
his
say
name,
it right either.
abstained because he knows that 6 weeks is not enough time when you're pregnant.
You
The
don't.
ban
Most women
failed.
don't even know you're pregnant by that time.
No, you don't. You've barely missed a cycle at that point.
Yeah. So I mean, they're not pulling the wool over everybody's eyes.
No, all of this is intentional. It's is cruelty, and cruelty is the point. More women like this young lady that came out of Texas, is suing the state of Texas because she almost lost her life, and she definitely lost her kid, and she may have lost the ability to have future children. Okay, this is insane. Get out of the goddamn womb. Unless you
Get
have
out of the
one,
womb.
Okay?
Get out of
You're
my
not
womb.
supposed
Get
to
out
be
of
in
my
there.
womb.
It is. It's going to be a divisive issue in this country. But
Yeah, I need an old white man telling me what the hell
Yeah.
I can and cannot do with my womb.
well, they're going to have to have a national.
Oh, please.
This has to be a federal issue. This can't be left state to state, because then what? We're going to end up with some states that you can,
Right.
some states that you can, and it's bullshit.
Look,
But that's how it is with most things.
Most things
Yeah.
they try to shove off on the
our
states.
issues could be solved with putting the right people in the House of Representatives and in the Senate. These elections are extremely important because Congress not only has the right to pass an abortion law all across this country,
Yes.
they can also set the ethics for the Supreme Court justices. They can pass gun control laws. We need to get people in the House and in the Senate that are going to do the job of the voices of America, and that's us, people.
That's
Yep.
us.
That is us.
That's the only ones that can do it.
And the Arizona Democratic Party passed a resolution
Arrange to have the table.
calling on Democrats nationwide to pledge to back the winner of the Arizona Democratic primary to replace Kristen Sinema.
Wise words. We
Yeah,
need
the
to.
resolution passed by
I'm
support of an
thinking we're going to
overwhelming
lose West
71%.
Virginia. If Jim
But that means they're
Justice
calling
decides
on
to run out
us
there,
to
I think
help
he's,
with that,
you know,
right? They're calling on
yes.
We
nationwide.
got to take more of a majority. We can't just keep riding on this thin line that flips back and forth whenever it feels like it, okay? Or for the sake of a goddamn dollar bill. Our lives and livelihoods are on the line.
Mhm.
Our democracy is on the line. Our republic,
And you
for those
won't
who wanna
notice it's
call it
gone
that,
until it's
is
gone.
on the, and honey, we're noticing it now, and it's not gone yet. We've got to do something, and the only thing that we can do is get out and vote.
Your voice
That's
and
why
your vote.
John plays
Those are the
that
two
song
most powerful things you have in this country.
reopening.
Is your voice and your vote. Your voice comes in the form of that letter you're going to write to the Supreme Court or to your governor or to your congressman. That's your voice. It works more just
If
out
you
of your
have
mouth. It works with the power of the pen.
it doesn't matter what state they're in. If you're
No.
looking at a candidate in whatever state that they're in, and you really like what that person is saying and doing, send them some money. That's
Yes.
what makes the difference. That's how these Republicans keep controlling everything, is because they got a lot of money behind them.
And $2 spread around can go a long way, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
it can.
Hey,
You get a lot of
You know,
$2 coming in, and it helps.
$20
few
every
dollars.
month, every 6 months, whatever you can afford. Send them some money. That's what they need
A few
in order
dollars
to
could
put
go a
on these
long way.
campaigns.
Yes.
We've had people in our own Blue Dot family that runs campaigns and have lost because it takes advertising,
Takes
getting
money.
your name out. It takes
The
money
sad
to
state
get
of it
things
is, yes,
printed.
it takes money to be elected. It
And
takes money to run a
yes,
campaign, to get advertising, to build the office that you're going to need to sustain your campaign.
yes.
So,
It don't take a lot of money. Just find a candidate. It doesn't matter where they're from. If you like what they're saying and you like what they're doing, especially if you're in a blue state and you know your state is going to stay blue, help somebody in a red state.
yeah.
Help somebody in a red state. In a district
Yeah,
that's going
if
to
you're
make
solid
a change.
in a blue state, yeah, reach across and look in the red state areas. See if you can't help
Yes.
a Democratic candidate trying to get up. Let me send out a family thing, man. A little Mega Wet Willie. What? What? Well, I hope I'm glad you're feeling a lot better, buddy. But for those who didn't catch it in the chat, Mega Wet Willie lost a toe, had a toe amputated. Oh Lord, buddy, that's gonna. You'll be fine. It's nothing. You'll get over it.
You got 9 more.
You got 9 more. You can still count to 19, buddy. Come on, who needs 20 of anything? Anyway,
A little
just
frog
start all over.
DNA, you might grow that back, dude.
Buddy, I hope you're doing fine. I know that's got to be something to have to deal with. That kind of took me for a loop when I
I'm
seen that in
sorry.
there. Holy
I'm
shit.
so glad to hear that you're home, Mega. I know you got a
Yeah.
sense of humor, and we appreciate it, and we love you here, okay?
Indeed.
We know. And I'm glad to hear that you're home, guy.
Oh no,
Yeah.
brown recluse! Don't say that, damn it!
No spiders. Don't be talking about spiders.
Yeah. I got them all around out here,
next
buddy.
time,
I have
next time, put your
experience with
shoes
those
on
things.
before you stomp them.
Is that what happened? Is he got bit by
Yeah.
a recluse?
Yeah, brown
Oh.
recluse
Yeah.
spider. I had
Oh,
one
my
on my arm right here, and man, I'm telling you, it ate a big old hole in my arm before it healed up.
Oh boy.
You know,
They
Yeah,
ain't no
spiders.
joke, man.
but losing a toe, you know, that's gonna affect you, buddy. So, you know, work your way through it. We have blue dots that have lost more than that, baby. And are still
Well, I'm glad that's all he lost.
forging
was.
forward
Welcome
every day.
back.
And,
Welcome back.
yeah, indeed. I'd say we missed you, but you know, we didn't. I'm just shitting you. I'm just shitting you. I had a joke that was in my head, but I couldn't remember what it was going to be.
It didn't come out right.
Didn't come out right. No, that doesn't sound right. Ed, are you with us?
You hear me, John?
Yes, sir. I can hear you just fine. How are you doing today?
Doing great. We were very busy last week. A lot
What?
of receptions and everything at my job.
What was up?
Well, just the usual. We had clients that had a lot of money in, of course, for weddings and receptions and meetings.
Ah,
Yeah. Busy season.
it is the season.
Yeah, that time of year again.
Love is in the air. Yeah, spring, baby. A lot of people
Scary
going to be
stuff,
getting married.
John.
Huh? Get with
Scary
it.
stuff.
You don't like my singing.
It's just there's more
No,
shootings.
not the
than
singing.
usual.
The love stuff. It's scary
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah, scary.
Strangers in the night.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I caught your message. I caught your video today, and of course, there's been another shooting. I don't think that suspect will get far. I don't think
He's
he'll
gonna.
get
I
far.
don't know, dude.
He's gonna be. What do they call it now? Unalive. You know, he's.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
the
know.
fugitive.
I would feel
Either that
better
or
if
he's
they
going
find
to-
his ass. I don't care how they find him, in whatever
Either that
state
he might
of.
shoot himself.
Yeah.
To escape justice,
You know,
which we stand.
the really horrible part about this particular story is not what he did to the family, but that the family had gone over there and just asked him, "Please stop shooting.
got a
We're
baby
trying to
over
put
here
the baby
sleeping."
to sleep."
That's what the problem.
And this person, after having 12 beers, went over there and pulled out his freedom protector. And
Goodness.
Every one of them was a
Yeah.
headshot.
And he's so
Yes.
brave. He
Intentional.
killed 3 women, a teenager, and an 8-year-old.
An
Come on.
and an 8-year-old.
They said when they asked him to stop firing his gun, his answer was, I understand, was he could do anything he wants.
He can
And
do
there you
anything he
go.
wants to.
That Second Amendment supersedes every right that you have as an American. Everything.
No.
Your right
No.
to take the next breath is superseded by his right to own that weapon.
I would say alcohol and drugs supersede any common sense, but yeah.
Well, some
Obviously.
of
I
them
don't know if
don't
you've
even
heard
need
about-
that. You know,
John,
You know,
I didn't
we
know
need
you heard
to
about this
change-
story. I'm sorry. Sorry, Burnett. Sorry,
Go
Burnett.
ahead. Go ahead. Because I was just
John,
gonna make
this was in your
remark.
area, just in Houston, that this 29-year-old shot a 46-year-old man because he got scammed because he thought the 46-year-old man was a parking attendant, but actually he was doing it as a con. And apparently he just went back to his car and shot the man, and he nonchalantly went back to the restaurant to eat.
like it's
Of
nothing.
course, what I would have done was, if I was scammed, I mean, he would have done the alternate. He would have simply called the cops and pressed charges. Fortunately, he decided to take justice into his own hands.
Where are we, baby?
This was in Houston,
There's a
Texas. This was in your area. You can catch it. It was on the APRC2 website. Tell you more.
You seen the one in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. This is not too far from where me and Marcia used to live. At all. Drive right up the road. 2 dead, 14 wounded. They have a shooter. About a 20-year-old
These are all
somewhere
in
in
red
there.
states. These are all in red states, and they love their Second Amendment.
More than anything, brother.
And
So
still,
they also
What's
like
still
to
astonishing.
party and drink too.
These are all in red states, yet the Republican Party in the House went and had a hearing on crime in New York City. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
They spent our tax dollars traveling to New York City to hold a hearing in a federal building in New York City when the red states are much higher in crime than the blue states are.
This is the whole thing with red and blue states. It's getting ridiculous because the things that matter in the red states are not the things that matter in blue states. When it comes to the federal budget, you know, the top list of states that are just takers, they take more federal dollars out than they put in. You can list them. On top of the list is West Virginia, number 1, baby. And then you go right down the list: Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas. You know, they're all down there in that deep red state that suck up more federal dollars than anybody else. And those are the states.
And let's not forget Kentucky.
No, Kentucky too. You know, there's only one Democratic state, and that's New Mexico, in that list of top 10. One Democratic state. The rest of them are all red states. And what are they doing right now? They're holding up the debt ceiling because they want to debate on issues. And what are the issues that the Republicans put forth to cut Medicaid? Their social programs. You know, that's what they want to cut. So, you know, they're shooting their people in their foot, their own people, and yet they'll turn around and vote for them. Because those are the people that all you have to do is wave a flag, show them the eagle, play something patriotic, and you got them, baby. Hold up a gun from my cold dead hands. You got them. They're going to vote for you.
Eagle,
while they screw you over.
can we get a petition to make the AR-15 our national emblem
It might
instead
as
of
well
the
be.
eagle?
It might as well be.
It is, isn't it? Isn't that what they worship?
They take that AR-15 and shoot the eagle out of the air.
There's priority one out there.
It represents freedom. It's the AR-15 that represents their freedom,
Evidently, to them,
right?
their freedom, individual freedom. That's what I'm talking about. When the Second Amendment supersedes everything else, it's their personal Second Amendment, their right. And that's what's scary, baby, because that's what's come over this country. Hey,
That's why we
I
have
got
to
a
vote,
donation.
people.
Hey, my thing worked. Look at there. Travis
I
said
bet
it did. I heard it.
Travis said I fixed your thing. Keith Thompson, thank you very much. Came in with $5. Said the blue progressive state of Minnesota are with our blue dots in the red states. We are, baby. We are. That's what this is about. If you're in a solid blue state, turn your attention to a red state that might need help when it comes to donations. And on that note, thank you very much, Keith.
Hey, can I
First
say
one?
something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, John gets very excited when you make his thingy ring. So make his thingy ring, y'all.
Today's the last day to make it ring this month. This is going to say,
Okay.
whatever I make this month is going to help John get
Make
to that damn.
thingy ring.
We're going to go to this, nope, the wrong one. Send that letter. There it is. We're going to go to a Blue Dot family meeting in San Antonio, May 19th, 20th, and 21st. Only 19 more days away. We will be there. John and Carolyn Majesco. Randy Peterson's going to be there. Oh, shit. Damn it. Somebody else is going to be there. Wait a minute. Damn it. Michael Johnson. See, it's up there in the Rolodex, baby. I hope. Anyway, everybody's going to be there, so you need to plan on being there, and your donations will indeed help John.
There's going to be a big squirrel there too.
Because,
You big squirrel.
it'd be kind of funny to have a Blue Dot family meeting in San Antonio and John not be there. Make his thingy ring,
Well,
y'all. Okay.
John's going to be there. I'm going to be there. We all say, let's go to dinner. John's going to go, well, Whataburger's open. Let's go there. It's cheap. Anyway, JP Lee came in with...
You want a bologna sandwich?
Yeah, I brought a bologna sandwich for all of us, baby.
He's got
JP
lots
Lee
of
came
bologna.
in with $10 and said, I feel safer in Medellin, Colombia, when visiting my wife than in the U.S., the hometown of Pablo Escobar. Guns are strictly regulated there. And in Colombia. They're more regulated than they are here. Hell, here it's just everybody get one. Matt ought to do a lot of things, but I'm sure glad he came in with a $2 donation and said, thingy ring. Yeah, there you go, thingy ring.
Yeah. Right on, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. I appreciate it tremendously. Yeah, I'm set to go. I'm ready to go. I'm looking forward to San Antonio. I really am. I want to get on the Riverwalk, man. Go stroll up and down.
Up.
So.
It's going to ding again.
Indeed. Ah. And let me say, Mark Perkins, thank you. Mark, I got to get with Travis. Mark sent me something, but I can't open it. It's a box, but he put some special tape on the freaking box, and every knife I get out, I stab it, and it just won't freaking open. Mark Perkins came in with $10 and said, ring-a-ding-ding, let's make it ring. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it tremendously. And I want you to be there, but I wish everybody could be there. We had a grand time in San Antonio last time we were up there. And every time we do this, memories are made. And yeah, it's great when we get to see Blue Dots actually meet each other. We've been going on. This is our 7th year, and Miss Linda came in with $10 and said, "Ring that thing and have puffy tacos for me." Fuck Trump, indeed. And Matt ought to not keep doing that, baby. He came in with another $2 and said, "Thingy ring, thingy ring." I appreciate it so much. I hope those on the Patreon page, please go by and see that video I put out, because you'll understand more. I'm not good at this shit. I appreciate every donation that is given to this family. It helps this family tremendously, and we don't ask for donations here. Every donation that we get is from the kindness of y'all's heart, and it just.
I like the ringy thingy
and all that other mushy shit. Timothy just came in with $5. Timothy, thank you very much. That just bought me a puffy taco in San Antonio right there. It's going to go on gas money is what it's going to go on.
Hey, you know what we do ask for though, John?
We do ask for certain things. We do, don't we?
We do.
Tell
There's
the
like
people what we're
102
asking for
people
them.
watching on YouTube, but there's only 54 likes.
We have 135 people watching right now. Right now. You can sit that right there. Hit that button. Hit that one right there. You can see it right there. It's right there. Hit that button. Like, share, subscribe.
Give it a poke.
It all helps, baby. This family grows every day. When I came in here a little while ago, let me see. I get notifications. Let me see. Giselle Prestron. Giselle Penrose subscribe. Milek 42 subscribe. I get notified when people subscribe or I get followed on. Yes. So it means a lot to us. That's what keeps us motivated to keep forging ahead, baby. But it's what we do. But everyone in this family, whether you donate or not, is not the issue. The issue is that we show up, we support each other, and we get out and participate in this democracy. That's what this is all about. And it has been since day one. Well, really it was because I got pissed off. But same thing.
That too.
I got pissed off about who was in my house. You know, they keep bringing it up, how long ago that was that he got elected. And he's still here. We haven't learned enough yet. Or some of us haven't in this country. Because he's still here. And this is, I hear the sigh in your voice. Because even if we start tomorrow, this is still going to take years before we get this into court.
It's exhausting.
It is. It is. Look at you. Thank you, Bernadette Pre. Came in with $5 just now and said, ring-a-ling-a-ding. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. There it is. Bernie, thank you very much, darling.
You're welcome.
Anyway. Yeah.
Gotta get them puffy tacos.
Gotta get puffy. We are going to have to get puffy tacos. Mitch Goldstein started a thing. From now on, if we go to San Antonio, it's puffy tacos. How could we not go get puffy tacos? We had a great time that day. I just wish everybody could be there. As a matter of fact, this time, I need to concentrate on doing a little more live streaming when we're out and about.
Yes,
So
I agree.
we can, because I get out there and we're just all having a great time, and then we forget to, record or do anything. So, look at here. Timothy Silva Jr. just came in with $5 and said, let it ring, freedom ring in 2024 and beyond. Vote out all fascists. From your mouth, brother, indeed. That's why we're in here. Timothy, thank you very much. I appreciate it tremendously. Yeah, from day one. We're in 7 years of this stuff. In our 7th year. Not just me. That's how long it's been since Donnie came into this
And
country.
we love you for that, John.
I love y'all back for it.
speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Because this family
You
was
speak
formed.
the truth, John. You speak the truth.
All I did was say what's on everybody else's mind. We were all pissed. Every one of
Exactly.
us.
Yep.
And we're not done yet.
And then you opened up your platform and you let us come in and say what was on our minds. And I
Exactly.
All
appreciate
hell
that.
broke loose.
I appreciate that.
Indeed. Because everybody should have a voice. That's the way our whole damn democracy is supposed to work, isn't it?
Exactly.
That we all have a voice. Sometimes,
Yes.
most of our history, that was not true. You have
Yes.
to remember that. This is only, relatively speaking, recent history. With the civil rights movement, with women's rights.
Yeah.
In the grand overall scheme of things, it has not been that long.
No, it hasn't been that long. It's been my lifetime. Shit.
Roe v. Wade was only 50 years. Boom, out the window.
Yeah.
That's in our lifetime, most of us. Our lifetime. That it was solidified in law and taken away.
And taken away. And now they're trying desperately to take away a whole bunch of other rights.
Yes.
Y'all, come on, let's get out the boat.
You know what's come about by some of this?
What?
Is individual citizens are actually stepping up and saying, no, I'm taking you to court. You can't tell me that.
Good.
And that's good.
Yes. That's
let's
what
see,
our
there
court
was a-
systems are made for, aren't they?
Yeah, a motion was filed The Justice Department filed a motion on Wednesday to join a lawsuit 3 Tennessee families filed against their state, alleging a new law banning care for transgender minors is unconstitutional. These people are going, I know my rights, and you're
Good.
not going to take them away.
Because
But the
that's what
point
they're
is
trying
not
to
to
get.
get
Go ahead.
the point. See, the Republicans don't care whether the laws are constitutional or not. Just get them on the books, because the time that it takes to get these laws off the books, they're in effect and they become effective. Okay? So we got to stop them from getting on the books, and the only way to do that is stop voting these assholes in.
That too.
That's cute. That's cute. Timothy Lowry just came in with a $5 donation and said it said gonna start sounding like Ernestine, the telephone operator. 1 ringy dingy, 2 ringy dingies, 3 ringy dingies.
You have to snort when you do it, John. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I love her. I loved her. Marcia.
one ringy dingy.
Yeah. Marcia just asked me earlier when we was talking about her for some reason. What show has she started on? And I was just sitting there looking at her like, honey, laughing. Oh, yeah. That's where she came in at. We're old, honey, but damn.
She also did Edith Ann, the little girl in
Yes.
the rock chair.
Oh,
Yeah.
so much came out of that
Six
show.
and a half years old.
Yeah,
Oh, there you are. There you are.
showing our age, ain't we?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, that's when TV was fun and funny to watch. Okay.
Yeah, I've
Now
lost,
it's
you know,
just like
the only enjoyment I've had, because most of my time is spent either on documentaries on news, was that movie RRR, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed myself watching it. Anybody
good,
else?
John. I'm so glad you got a chance
I
to do
did.
that.
It's sort of like a silly movie, but not really. Unbelievable type, you know. Anybody else see it yet?
Yeah, I did.
You did, Miss Chick.
Like I said, you didn't warn me how violent it was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, a lot of violence. But gotta admit now, most of the violence
Ah.
is kind of unbelievable. You know, it's like, oh, okay. Anyway,
I don't know. There was some graphic there that was like,
Oh, well, there were a
holy
few
crap.
The-
Made
the-
me cry. Did.
My sons have come back from the play they went to the other day and had a whole discussion in my living room about wanting to go to more plays. They really enjoyed that. Which I'm sitting over there beaming, just look at there, my kids. Yeah, that's it. Cultural shit. Yeah, that's a ticket.
Well, it's not even just that. It's live entertainment is just
it is.
the best.
Yeah.
It is the
I'm
best.
glad to see them come back from that, and, you know, and to embrace it like that. It makes me feel good. It does. I'm proud of my kid for the decisions they've made in their life. You know. Anyway, Johnny Fly, and we all know who that guy is, came in with a $5 donation and said, 1 ringy dingy, 2 ringy dingy. Keep that ringy dingy going. Johnny Fly, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it tremendously. I have
Right
been
on,
not
you guys.
been paying attention here. I got hands up. Let's get everybody in here that wants to come in. Who was that just jumped in? DJ, is that you? That's you. Hello, DJ. Not here, brother.
Can't hear you, DJ.
Didn't hear a word.
You're not lighting up.
It's not muted.
No, he's
Nope,
just
and
not lighting up.
And he's not lighting up either.
He might need to go out and come back in.
Yep, there he goes.
Yep. Exit Discord. Come back in.
Miss Linda, did you make it in?
Can you hear us, Miss Linda?
Oh, she's not lighting up either.
No.
Uh-oh.
We got
Dang
a
it, what's
problem.
going on?
Houston, we have a problem. Let's keep
Well, kick
trying
her out
here.
and bring in Johnny Fly and see
Yeah,
what's up.
Okay,
that guy.
Johnny Fly's mic is mute.
All right, Johnny Fly, here's your big chance, buddy. Can you
Your
can you make
turn.
a sound?
Can you unmute
His mute-
first?
mic is
Unmute you.
mute. There we go.
Yay!
Oh,
hel-
Yeah, you're
There you
there.
Hello? Can you hear me
I'm
now?
here.
All
Hello,
right,
Johnny.
we got both now. Let's get Johnny Fly first. Johnny Fly, how are you doing? And thank you
Oh,
for that
doing
donation,
great.
brother. I appreciate it.
You are quite. Yeah, it's right.
No, are you breaking up, bud?
You're breaking up, Johnny.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad, Johnny. DJ, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine, John. How are you, and how is everyone else up here?
We're doing fine, brother.
Good.
Let's cycle Johnny Fly back down and let him come back up. Maybe that'll fix that shit.
Sure sorry to hear about this shooter that's running around your neighborhood.
Well, don't say my neighborhood. We just down in this area where I live. If you were to go from Houston to Mexico, you're going to come down 59 out of Houston, and that leads down here. And if you want to stay off the highways, like I say, 666. If you're going anywhere from, if you make it to George West around that area, and you're looking to get to Mexico, you're not going to go on the highway down there. They're going to find your ass. This is one of the highways that they travel on a lot.
Is that the Devil's Highway?
Some people call it that. Yeah, Highway 666. Yeah, go figure.
Oh, okay.
It's right at the end of my block here, not far away. It's unbelievable.
ADDC made a song on it.
Yeah.
Highway to Hell.
Highway to hell. I feel bad for the state sometimes because y'all can't imagine how many highway signs, 666, with the map of Texas right there, are stolen off this highway every year. I mean, they'll put a sign up, a week later, boom, it's gone. It's become like a game around here to see how long one's going to make it. Because as soon as one is put up, somebody's spotting it.
I stole one when I was a teenager, and my grandfather just about whipped my ass up.
Well, he should have, you juvenile delinquent.
Yes, I was.
Well, there you go. Welcome to the crowd, buddy. I was too. Anyway. Johnny Fly didn't come back. There he is. Let's see if we can get back up here.
Is it okay if I do a little self-promotion?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to let everybody... Yeah, JC, the St. Louis's oldest living hippie, now has a Facebook page, and the videos that I put on TikTok, I'm now putting on that page for those who don't have TikTok.
Well, there you go. Under JC the hippie?
Yes, JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie.
There you go. So y'all go check out Facebook and TikTok and look for JC the hippie.
Yes.
Who's out there using his voice. And we appreciate that,
Can
DJ.
you hear me now?
Yeah, no, we
Well,
can't hear a
Can you
shitting
hear me?
thing, Johnny Fly. Try it again. No, I can't hear you laugh either. Try saying something.
Can't hear you.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Something just blew up. Something just blew up. You're
It's like
still
it's
breaking up
going
a
in
little
and
bit, Johnny. You're lighting up, brother, but not a word
I'll
coming
have
through.
to reboot my whole.
Yeah, there's something. You're one or two words come through, and that's about it.
Move around, Johnny, if you're using your phone. Move to a different location.
Shit. Don't laugh. There's a big difference between where I'm sitting right now and if I walk out to my living room. My phone will not work in my living room. It'll work if I come in here and sit down. Then I'll get one bar or something. It's pitiful. I've gotten, I'm not even, I look on my thing there, it says, oh, you have a voicemail. Voicemail? Shit, my phone hasn't rang. I am just getting really pissed off at Mint Mobile.
Yeah.
Just stand on your head and lean sideways. You might be able to get a signal out here. Other than that, it's pitiful. I'm going to have to switch. Where was I going with that anyway? Shit.
Trying to help Johnny get in there, I guess. That's where you were going.
Let me see.
think.
Tony Beal, are you in here? You're muted, buddy. Johnny Fly's muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Tony.
I'm just here for a short. That's all.
What's up, buddy?
I had everything's great.
Good.
Just wonderful.
Good.
Just wonderful here at the house and in town and everything. And I'm just waiting on Paulette to bring me my biscuits and gravy
Listen to you.
and my eggs
Listen
and
to you.
bacon.
Biscuits and
And,
gravy and eggs. Sounds
yeah,
like breakfast, buddy.
I eat breakfast at night. I work
Any
12-hour
time of
shifts
the
like
day.
you did.
Any
Right.
time of the day.
Works in my house.
Yep.
Right.
Last thing
Hey,
I ate before I go to bed is a bowl of Wheaties. That's it.
hey, I hear you.
Special K for me.
Special K?
On the loose.
I got the special K with red berries. I like that one.
Ah,
too.
see.
there we go.
Ain't it pitiful? Ain't it pitiful? I know why we're all eating it too. So anyway, because
She
we're
gonna
freaking
have
old. That's why. Oh,
I
I'm
said, but
telling you.
she's gonna have tacos. She wanted tacos.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go.
Right on.
So she's making her tacos. I said, go ahead, make your tacos. I don't care. You know.
Speaking of food, I was at Cracker Barrel last night, and you know what? They're selling booze now.
Really?
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, they're selling beer and wine and mixed drinks.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another reason
Still
why.
won't make me go there.
Yeah. She's saying another thing I'll
neither.
never see.
Yeah, the
I
food.
don't go there neither. No,
I'm
I'm
not-
making a good old pot of beans too for tomorrow
There
night.
you go.
We'll have
Yeah,
butter
that's what I'm
beans.
talking about.
Well, you know, I was going to make a suggestion there for the taco thing.
What?
Just take the
What?
eggs, the biscuit, the gravy, you put it on a flour tortilla and fold it up, and she's got a taco.
Well, that's true.
Little hot
But, you
sauce.
Doesn't matter what you put between a flour tortilla or a corn tortilla, it's a taco. That's it.
Right.
Whatever you put on it, it's a
Exactly.
taco. Fish, you can put fish on there, it's a fish taco.
Exactly.
Anything.
But we're gonna have that tomorrow night: beans and cornbread. So
There we go.
I had
That
egg,
bottle of hot sauce on the side.
I had egg
she
rolls
was
tonight.
she was on my case the other day. I sent her to the store, and she said she went to Kroger's and there wasn't a baby lima bean in the store. And she ended up going to Walmart, getting the lima beans. She said she bought the last 2 bags there. I said, yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nothing like homemade beans.
Shit.
I love it. I know when I'm going to have them because I'll go out in the evening and Marshall will put a sack of pinto beans out there on
I hear that.
the
I'm
counter.
not a big Slima bean
No?
fan.
Baby lima bean.
No, I'm not a big Slima bean fan.
Slime
Red
of-
beans,
Slima beans.
lima beans.
What are beans are very nice.
White beans.
Red beans, I
Slima
would throw down on
beans.
some red beans, black beans, white beans, pintos, but Slima, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I can take 1 or 2 in my corn, but I don't need a whole lot of them.
When I went to school, high school, one of my favorite lunches was and realized this was in the Boot Hill, Missouri, was fried bologna sandwich with mayonnaise on it and white beans with ketchup in the.
Hey.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, them little navy white beans with some ketchup on them. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
hey.
Hey, you eat your beans the way you want to? Okay.
Now,
Tabasco.
now,
That's what I'm saying.
let
You
me
put some
let
sauce
me
in there.
clarify this.
Huh.
I use the baby white lima beans,
Baby
not
white
the green
lima
ones.
No,
Not the green
no,
ones.
no.
I use the
I'm
white ones.
I'm good
I
on the
know.
Slima beans, huh?
I got to admit, Marcia
don't-
never makes homemade lima beans. If I'm
Not a
eating lima
fan.
beans, they're out of can probably, but we
And
don't have any of those
newsflash.
either.
Not a fan.
You
What?
can keep the okra too.
You don't like
No,
okra?
no, well, hold a
Blasphemy.
minute,
I'm
hold
going
a
to pray
minute,
for you.
Mr.
Fried
J.
okra?
Now,
You don't like
now
fried
you're
okra?
going a little bit overboard with the okra, okay? I will keep my okra,
I
okay?
will keep my okra. I don't care how you fix it.
Do you?
Oh,
I'm giving you none now, okay?
Hello, Lady
Okra
Freedom
and grits,
Rocks. I
no
saw
thank
you in there,
I'm
darling.
sorry.
Oh, wait, no, she
Jerry
did not
Wallace.
say grits. Oh, no, no,
Green
no.
tomatoes, breaded and
What?
fried green tomatoes,
It's
breaded
honey,
and fried.
Didn't know he was running
No,
a fucking cooking
no,
show, did you?
You
I don't
talk
give a
about
shit.
whole
It's
lot of my
politics or
but
food.
don't
We're going to talk
my
about it.
grits, okay?
You got that right, Kelly K. Duncan. Okra is too slimy
Too
for
slow.
me.
You put it in the gumbo. You won't even
No, that's-
notice.
This is Slima
It's like
beans, no.
snot.
It is.
Put
Like
it in the
snot.
gumbo.
I call them butter beans, but they're good.
It's like snot.
That's exactly why my
Not
kids
that
don't like
great.
it. It's slimy.
It's
What do you mean
not
it's
like
sli-
snot
it's
if you
slimy,
cook
Dad?
it right, okay?
It's like snot with a little boogers in it.
No, you got to have the okra in the gumbo, baby, okay? You can't
Got to
do
put
it.
okra in the
Different.
gumbo.
That's different.
Okay,
No, for
okay.
me. I'll take
talking
fried
Oh,
okra.
BW.
VW can't eat gumbo
she
either.
can't eat gumbo.
Jason, I'm going to pray for you, buddy.
BW. What's up?
Hey,
Yeah.
Love
my mom was
gumbo with
Irish. She didn't
andouille
cook
sauce.
gumbo.
Oh, look at there. There you go. There you go.
Hey.
Here's who said that.
We had a lot of boiled potatoes.
There you go. Mega Wet Willie, baby. You might have lost a toe, but your mama knew what she was doing. My mom used to
Okay.
cook okra with black-eyed peas and onions and bacon. Boy, there you
Oh.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to Mega's house. Well,
I'm going
he
to
lives
his
in Florida.
house.
Sounds good.
Well,
You do know how to
maybe
make
you
that,
might
don't you?
have to ship some out through the mail, okay? I'm not going to Florida. I'm sorry. Texas
Never
and
know.
Florida
This
are off my
show's
list
around
of
dinner
places
time,
to
so
go.
everybody's hungry.
Oh, But no, guys, I only on here for a little bit because I'm getting ready to eat my dinner, and
All right.
I just wanted to tell you I put a couple news pictures up. And did
Good.
y'all see the video on the lady that's 100 years old?
No, not yet.
She's talking about the book ban. It's on YouTube. It's very good.
Yes,
She's
Okay, can you
I
100 years.
post
saw her.
that one on Discord?
I don't know how to do all that stuff on
Oh,
Discord.
okay.
Oh,
But it's on
Tony.
YouTube. It's on YouTube, or you can find it. Probably somebody's put it on. But she talked about that her husband
Yes.
fought in World War II, and he
Yes.
died when he's 26 years old. She's talking about Florida trying to ban all these books like
Oh,
Satchel Paige, and Jackie
mhm.
Robinson and all this stuff. And she said it ain't right. So it's a good
No.
speech she put on there. It's
No,
on
it was a
Undisputed.
damn good speech.
Yeah.
Damn good speech.
What is
Yeah.
that line
Maybe-
they're using now? If you're more worried about banning books and banning guns, you're more worried about your child learning something than you are about having them
Right.
killed.
Ah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a
It's
weird
crazy.
world we live in now.
Let's create.
No, it ain't weird, John. Let's tell the truth. The Republicans don't give a shit about us.
No.
Yeah.
Do
And
you,
it's
do you have
really
millions of
that damn
dollars? If you
simple.
don't have millions and millions of dollars, they're not interested in your ass. But they sure will wave a flag and sing a song for you.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me, baby.
Mm-mm.
Your
But
shows of patriotism don't mean shit to me.
Right.
And their
You know, on your
prayers don't
truck
mean
or
shit
your
either.
what makes a difference is actions. That's how you
Right.
treat your fellow man. What you want for your society that we live in, not just for yourself, but for all of us. And understanding that the basic things that should be guaranteed in our Constitution aren't there. Life, liberty, and pursuit. No. Life, if you have money, if you have health insurance, other than that, you're going to
Yeah.
die. And they don't give a shit.
And they don't care.
They don't
They
care.
don't care.
It's
And
about the
it's-
money,
And
baby.
it's on purpose. They
It
don't
is.
care on purpose.
It is. You know, I got involved in a conversation that was going on the radio. I don't know who was having it, but it was about prescription drugs. And my God, nowhere else in the fucking world do you pay so much for drugs. They were talking about, I can't remember the name. They all have weird names. One of them was $100,000 a month. A month. Who the fuck is the insurance company has to pay? Yeah, the insurance company has to pay. Guess who the insurance money's getting from? You. It's ridiculous. You know, they got their foot in the door finally on insulin. You know, trying to bring the cost of that down. But common medications that people use across this country every day, we pay 10 times what any country does.
Hey, John.
Yes, dear.
We'll be here another 3 hours if we get into the healthcare stuff, and it's
I
time to
know
run the credits.
It is. Is
Yeah.
it time?
It
Boy,
is.
Yes, it is.
Damn, that was fast.
Now, let me remind you one more time that we are sending letters to the Supreme Court of the United States, and you might as well go ahead and put your governor, your congressman, your senator, put them all on that list, baby. It's easy to go. Google their name. They'll give you their mailing address. Get involved. Give them your 2 cents. Keep it nice. Keep it clean. You know, no pictures of the bird, you know. But,
Okay.
but let them know your voice is out there. And we're going to have our Blue Dot family meeting in 2023. 2020, I'm reading the fucking thing. In San Antonio, Texas on May 19th, 20th, and 21st. Bring the family. It'll be fun for all. Anyway, where's my credit button? There it is. Got my buttons back. I just got to remember where they are. Yes. Irene Lambert. Let me read that because I got into this. And you're right. If we got into it, we'd be here another 2 hours. Irene Lambert just wrote, my husband was a perfect example of that. Only regular Medicare. They didn't even attempt to save him from cancer. Just put him on a hospice for 2 months.
Oh.
It's, you know, and we have so many Blue Dots that are facing medical crisis right now. And it just pains you knowing that we could do better. As a society, as a nation, we could do better than what we're doing right now.
John,
Yes, sir.
my mother died because Medicare wouldn't pay for chemotherapy for her colon cancer.
There you go. It's not about your health. It's about money. It always has been in this country. Because it's for
And women are
profit.
going to die because they are banning abortion all across this country, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, if you haven't stopped and checked out what Kevin McCarthy and his crew just passed, which is not going to pass the Senate
No.
or
Yeah.
hit Biden's desk. But if you haven't stopped and took a look at what they're calling a budget and what they want to
Yeah.
cut, this is what these people are after. They're after
Top of the list is
your
Medicaid.
health, your
Yep.
livelihood,
It's
your
Medicaid.
places to stay,
They're willing to put on the line the health of Americans.
your kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're wealthy, in which case, what the hell are you doing watching this? You could be out on your boat somewhere. Anyway, it is. Hold on. Pardon me, I'm sorry.
We don't have to take
Well,
the
guys,
shot.
I'm gonna get off of here.
Well, we're all got to go, Tony. So thank you, brother, for being here. I appreciate you coming in. Keep cooking,
No
brother.
problem. Hey,
Keep
no
cooking.
problem. I hadn't talked to y'all for about a month, and I just want to tell everybody I still love them. And
We
gonna
love you
fight
back,
this food.
brother. Thank you for being here.
Hey, no
Look at
problem.
that. I mean, we let that Jerry Wallace guy get in here. So you're no problem. Anyway, Tony, thank you for coming
Okay.
in.
See you later.
All right, indeed.
Okay.
And Ed,
Yes, John.
thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Likewise, but John, you forgot to
What'd I
let the
forget?
ladies go first.
Huh?
You should let the ladies go first. It's an
I
act
know
of
it, Joe.
chivalry.
Yeah, but I like. Hey, if I'm going to be a room, and I'm going to be standing there, do I want to be in a room full of guys, or am I the kind of guy that'd like to be there with a room full of women? So my theory is,
You
I
have
just
to
get
act
rid of
like a
y'all's
gentleman.
ass,
That's
and then
what my
I'm
mother
sitting
told me,
here
God
with,
rest her
with
soul.
Bernadette and Miss Chick. See, there's a plan, buddy. There's a
My mom
plan.
told-
Just-
Yes, but John, my mother told me to be civilized. God rest her soul.
well, I try to be, buddy, but yeah, I think some things should.
Again, have a great week.
You
Everybody
too,
have a
brother.
good night.
Take care of
You
yourself.
too, Ed.
A brand new episode of The Great North is calling me.
Oh,
Good night.
there you go. Listen to the call, brother. Listen to the call. Anyway, I appreciate you. Let me see. I want to thank Johnny Fly for coming in earlier. Well, let me see if he can.
Mitch Goldstein was here earlier.
Huh?
Mitch was here
Mitch
earlier.
Goldstein was here. I love that guy. He's so smart. Every time I get around that man, I learn shit. And besides that, anyway, good fellow. Anyway, who's left? DJ.
Yes, John, I would be remiss if I did not say something about two of our, one is a great activist and one is a great statesman that we lost.
Who's that?
Harry Belafonte died
Oh,
at 96, one of the great activists of our times.
indeed.
And Jerry Springer, I don't know how old he was, but we lost Jerry Springer. And most people think of Jerry Springer and his talk show. They don't realize he was heavily involved with Air America, and he was the mayor of Cincinnati.
Cincinnati,
He
Ohio.
was very much involved in politics behind the scenes of his
No, but he'll
talk.
forever be known as for the Jerry Springer Show. That's
Yeah,
that's what put
and-
him on the map for the world.
I think he was 71 or so. He was in his 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't make
Harry
me feel good.
Belafonte was a great activist. He was always trying to get things done. And
Hey, I had to reboot my machine. That's why it took so long.
Well, I'm glad you did just in time to come in here and say goodnight.
Yeah, well, it's nice.
Tried doing that earlier in the show.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, brother. I swear. Sometimes today I did get Travis. I came in. He said, I told him, come in here. I want you to see something. He came in the office here. I said, what? I said, look at there. And I pointed to right here, up to my right. And he looks over there, and the screen's working. I said, look at there. The monitor's back on. He said, what'd you do? I said, I fixed the damn thing. He said, how'd you do that? And I said, well, I'll get back to you on that. I don't know exactly what I did, but there it is. And my screen did. I got it back on. I don't know what I did.
Well, John, what my
I hit something that
Well,
popped up and gave me a warning about something. When I said close, I thought, and then all of a sudden the damn thing came on. I don't know what it said. Pay attention to that shit.
well, John, I didn't reboot my computer for a few days, so when I do that,
Well, they
then
say you
that's
should do
where
that
I have
occasionally.
problems.
They
Yeah,
say you should
occasionally.
reboot your shit occasionally. I don't know.
Yeah.
I called Travis. Hey, it's broke. Fix
Well,
it.
you should have said to Travis, "Hey, this is my secret. I finally know how to fix computers."
Yeah, there you go. Send it to me. I'll fix it for you. Anyway, Johnny Five, thank you for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me,
There you
sir.
go. And Misha Chick,
Yes, John.
darling, my book of knowledge. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And by the way, I checked out the map, and Verizon looks like it's the one that's close.
Yeah.
Get
The Verizon looks like yours your best
Yeah,
bet,
that's
unfortunately.
who I might have to go to so I can talk to people in my house.
Yeah.
Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you so much for being here, darling.
You're welcome.
And Bernadette.
Hey, I want to thank the Blue Dot family for making that bell ring a ling ling tonight.
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you indeed. Last day of the month. This will all come in next month, so we appreciate that. And again, well, wait a minute. Bernadette, before I get into all
Yes.
that shit. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here. I hope you out there in the garden for a
Hey,
few days
John?
until the rain starts.
Yes,
Hey,
it's gonna
John?
start. I'm gonna get to work until then.
There you go. Yes,
Hey,
Johnny
hey,
Fly.
John, I have something else new for you here.
What's that? What is that, a bell?
My ding-a-ling.
You got a bell?
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
You got a
I got a
ding-a-ling?
ding-a-ling. Yeah.
Are you playing with your ding-a-ling right now?
Yeah.
You know this is a family show, buddy. How can you be waving your ding-a-ling all over the place out here?
Well, stick around. I'll show you.
Hey. Family show. All this will be discussed in the Blue Room, so please, after the show, come by and visit us in the Blue Room. We'd love to have you. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. Thank you to everybody that donated tonight. I appreciate it so much. And to those on the Patreon, again, go by the Patreon page and check out the video. I appreciate y'all so much. And I love y'all, baby. Anyway, get into all that mushy shit. Y'all say y'all say good night to everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day. Put a smile on your face tomorrow. Hand it off to somebody else. Monday's coming, baby, and the start of a new week. We're going to see what happens. Anyway, we'll see y'all later. Oh, I got a button now. I can hit the button. Bye.
Bye.
And we are